Hi guys, I am ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Corsair Cove. Yeah, that's the name. And we're about to get attacked, so I paused it for a second while we quickly have a look. Now, the key thing, there's a few side quests and things for us to do as well. What is this? Despicable trading. Yeah, we've still got a few debuffs going on. Our cohesion is pretty good, and we can push to 200 quite easily. Our economy, broadly speaking, I think is pretty good. Maybe we're dropping a little bit on the rum, but it might be because we actually sold a bunch of rum as part of the trade, so it doesn't bother me too much. But anyway, the key thing around this attack, so I'm kind of hanging out here to have a look at this attack to see if there's any way we can actually tell how we're doing. We've got the 2 cannon towers or gun turrets now, so let's see what we can do. I'll unpause it and we'll see this happening. So here comes the inbound ship. So let's just have a look. So now we're apparently taking fire. These guys should be shooting. I just want to see if there's anything we can do. Recommended ship is a destroyer. We don't have a destroyer. We have something else, a reaver, which shouldn't be too problematic. We are protected at the moment with 2... okay, 2 total damage is 2. Okay. And then this guy, can we hover him? Not really. Okay, well, fair enough. I mean, recommended stats for the incoming attack. I don't know. Let's just have a look and see if we can see anything happen here. Apart from this random animation that is not telling us anything, I have no clue as to whether we're winning, losing. Is this getting any damage? I can't see anything getting any damage. I can't see, is our ship getting damaged? No. And there we won, right? Simple as that, we've won. This whole ship attacking the island thing, I don't know. I don't know if we're progressing. I don't know if we've got enough ammo. I don't know if we're getting any damage. I don't know how we're causing damage. It just feels like it doesn't really work. So I'm not a fan. Not a fan, to say the least. So what's happening over here? Let's celebrate 5 cohesion. So basically, it's a 5 cohesion benefit each time they attack us. That's basically all I can find from this. So we should be welcoming attacks because that'll just grow our cohesion. I don't know if I'm, oversimplifying it, but I have no way of telling what else. So it feels like a very poor part of what's otherwise a fairly enjoyable game. So yeah, so that's a little bit of a negative criticism for that. At the moment, this guy doesn't have anything to do because it needs to get it needs to generate some new cannonballs, right? What? Ammunition. On this side, we still have ammunition. So this guy didn't even fire? I don't know. Can't they fire at the same time? Isn't that what cannons do? I don't know. It's a very, very weird system. Okay, back to the enjoyable part and the things we're busy doing. What is that? That looks really colorful. Now, what we did do is we expanded over here, and we're in the process of trying to build another ship, right? We did that, but we are missing figureheads and like a master carver. So it's something we need to have a little bit of a look at. We still need a few, we still have a few side quests that we want to be doing. And that we couldn't do them last time around because the pirate hunters were in place. But if we wanted to get this stuff, right, the figurehead from the master carver, let's have a quick look. So we should be able to do a master carver. The master carver will immediately, as an input, requires this red stuff. Is that spice? What is that? How do I know what the red stuff is? None of this is telling me red stuff, right? Red stuff. I'm a bit... oh, is there something here? No. Is it... I think it must be spice, right? Must be something like spice. That's not really going to help us. So, oh, here it is. What is this? Oh, pigment. It's pigment. Okay, and now pigment needs. Okay, so here we can already see we need to set up another supply chain straight away. All right, this one will from cut stone give us what exactly is this? A cochineal harvester, and I don't know what that is. Right, this is the thing that I can't we hover over it so I can see what it actually is? Ah, here we go. What is this? Cochineal. Cochineal. I have no idea what that is. Small insects, great color. Okay, okay. We get that in the rock. All right, is that it? Okay, so we can right click here to find the thing. And then on the color pigment side of things, we get cochineal on this side and we get a lime deposit and a lime kiln on the other side. Okay, so I guess that is telling us we need to sort out a lime deposit, all right? In order to be able to do that, we need to sort out a lime deposit. So let's quickly get into getting a lime deposit. We can do a lime deposit over here, right? Before we do that, let's see what a lime deposit actually takes. So we can do green hands and fetches, and that'll be fine. The construction cost is okay. The upkeep is fine. And it's going to output 8 of these lime things for us. So we'll get the lime kiln straight away. Then where does the lime go? Let's just see. Okay. We'll go back to this thing. So lime straight into the pigment maker. So at the same time, we also need to do the cochineal deposit, right? So what does this thing look like? Needs to, oh, beautiful. Needs to be placed on fertile land. Okay, so we catch the stuff over there, and that gives us 8 as well. And okay, so we will do one of those and one of these, and then we can run at least 2 of these, plus we'll have extra lime. And if I have a look at lime quickly as a raw resource, right? Where is that? Here we go. What else can we do with lime? Can we see what lime can be used for? I would like to understand what we can use lime for. I want to understand. Oh, here we go. Deposit, rate good, and producers. Okay, fine. But then what can we, okay, fine. What can we use lime for other than that? Okay, so fine. Let's just park it right there. Hang on, if I go back into, no, that's not what I want. Not the menu, the overview. Also not this. What was my, oh, yeah, the overviews thing. So production chains, I want to do lime. Okay. But I want to see where lime is actually used, right? So from a resources perspective, that's that. Can I, and obviously I can click on lime here, which I did, well, which will probably give me the same thing. Why on earth is this thing not alphabetically ordered? I mean, for the first time, I'm starting to see some serious cracks in this. This is not that serious, but it's just a little annoyance. Produced resources. So lime doesn't actually count. So I guess what we'll need to do is you would have to go through here one by one to understand if lime is used in anything. Right? I can't really see lime used anywhere. Slops. Boots. Ooh, it's used in tabby. Okay. So let's see. So if we do tabby as well, so how many of this do we need here? What? It also frustrates me that I can't see the numbers here. Why can't I see the numbers? So if I look at this, then this one uses 4 lime. Okay, so we can go into down the tabby route as well. Okay, we'll park it there. I'm not gonna drill into that any further. So that is an area. We can put this one right next to it, no problem. And I guess then we can do the pigment maker straight away. And we'll run it basically up here next to the homes, right? Is that what we're going to do? Or even, oh yeah, this is even better. Oh, it can go even lower? Okay, let's do that. Let's get it as low as we can possibly let it go here. Okay, beautiful. So we'll let that happen. That looks pretty cool. At the same time, we'll grab a warehouse, right? And we'll see how we use that warehouse. Can we squeeze it in over there? I don't want to get it. Okay, so I guess the warehouse will pop up here, right? That seems logical. Okay, so we'll get all of that stuff up and running. The guy should be able to build that pretty quickly, right? Let's just speed things along. I want to keep a little eye on the rum at the moment. Our trend is downwards, and I don't think that should be the case. Ultimately, I don't think we should be using more rum than we're doing, right? So let me quickly go and have a look at just what's going on with the rum side of things here, right? So what did we decide to do? So this guy produces rum, and it is going over here. Okay. So we've got these two producing rum at what kind of rate? 20. And the other one should be 20 as well, right? Oh, despicable tradings is giving me a reduction. That is what's happening. Okay, interesting. But it's interesting. Oh, that's the moonshine still. Hang on. There's the other one. That one doesn't. Oh, that one is the. Okay, sure. So despicable trading is beating us at the moment. So what I will do is let's do all hands on deck over here to overcome despicable trading, and then hopefully that'll get our trend in the right direction. Oh, we done 10 warehouses. That's pretty cool. And yeah, that will be fine. We can actually run all hands on deck pretty much everywhere, to be honest. We've got so much food. It'll be no problems whatsoever. Okay, we've done a deed. So let's go and grab our deed over here. We'll claim this warehouse. We're pretty close on some of these other ones as well. So deeds aren't too far off. Now, this is on the wealth side of things. So let's look at this. Kindle coal. Yeah, that's one. A fancy banner. More cohesion. Okay. A bounty hunters guild hall. Hire mercenaries to trade coin for raid goods that you cannot produce on your island. Okay, that's interesting. We've got fancy cabins, which we kind of already have. Well, that's same kind of variety in size. Improve leaf cutter production by 2. I don't think we need any of that, right? It's all kind of generally okay. The thing that probably stands out at me is this Bounty Hunters Guild Hall. I'm going to go ahead and grab that one. So at least we can potentially sell raid goods. Not that I think that will be our primary strategy for gold. We haven't got a primary strategy for gold other than actually going raiding and getting gold directly. So we're going to go and try and catch that mercenary ship, for instance. That's the plan, really. So while we're talking about that, we've got a few other things that we're on trying to do. But I guess this is... Oh, actually, we can upgrade this ship, right? Potentially to a level 3... Oh, we can't do the wolfhound. Even the wolfhound is worse off than us. That is interesting. So we can do this one, which is not... What? So this gives us 40 crew. Oh, no, red is the... What? How am I reading this? I'm reading the wrong stuff. This is weird. It's effectively saying we're currently at 105, but I guess that's a buffed number, right? So it's saying minus 18. I think we have minus 18 on the Great Chaos at the moment, our Gold Seeker Plus, all right? And then supplies is pretty good, 34 supplies, which is not 8 more than 28, but I guess, again, it's not the buffed number. Is it a buffed number? I have no idea. I struggle to read this. We're at 32 at the moment. I don't know. This is a very weird one. But I'm kind of wondering, do I upgrade this ship so we at least have a little bit more to go on? But this ship, for instance, like if I click this ship, we don't have picaroons here. So we need this one to be able to continue to run any kind of picaroons. And then we can start looking at crow's eyes as well. And I think this is where the whole class thing from Anno typically comes from. I guess for the time being, we're not going to upgrade it because we need other supply chains to be able to do that. So first things first, let's have a look at how we can quickly go and do a few of our other bits and pieces. We're not going to embark on this one, but we had some others. Oh, the other ones are over here. Ooh. What is this? We are almost there on this one, right? That's the sailor pig thing. No, the singing pig. Ah, so we've got multiple sailor pig things. This one is the rum one. We don't need, I mean, it's not rum, right? Smuggling run for wine, right? That's what it is. Okay, but and here at the moment, we still have, some of these guys hanging out, right? So if we click that, it's still 17 more minutes of these guys doing their thing. So I guess the only thing we could potentially embark on at the moment is this one, right? I think it's not perfect, but I think we can cover it, right? I think we can cover it. We should be okay. Let's embark on that journey and see about that. We're fully loaded on the other stuff, but I think we're a little short on the armor, but I think we're okay. I think we'll give it a go. We'll give it a good go. Now let's see what we're producing here. So now this stuff should be running. So immediately we're producing lime. This one is open for business, getting its lime straight over there. This one is open for business, doing its thing here. So these two should be working together to be producing exactly. And so here, what I need to do is start picking up some pigment, please. So we'll do that. And the question that I also had is, should we at the same time start to stockpile some lime? And I think the answer to that is yes, right? How much do we need of this? And how much are we producing? Oh, no, not this one. How much are we producing here? We're producing 8, right? So we will have extras there. So for the time being, maybe let's just keep it as is. So as soon as this guy is fully stuffed. Oh, actually, if we all hands on deck it's just gonna use the same amount and do more, right? That's really what's going to happen. So, but anyway, that's the kind of primary plan here. How many people do we have? We still have 5 extra homes there. So at least pigment is starting to be created. Now, if we pop back over here, we actually unlocked this thing. Hire mercenaries to trade coin for raid goods that you cannot produce on your island. To trade coin. We can buy raid goods. Okay, that's not a bad idea, but not our primary push at this stage. So we've got this, we've got that. Okay, we want this. So now we should be able to do this one, but we need master hands. And master hands needs these. Okay, we will be able to deal with master hands because we do in fact have this, right? Let's just see. I'm sure I sorted it out in the previous one, right? Let's just double check it. Yes. Here it is. And I remember now. And then over here is where we're doing the cooking of it. Right, but this guy is saying, oh, I don't think I have a warehouse that's actively stockpiling it. So potentially I don't want this here, right? I don't want the wine in stock here. We've got the wine over here. We've got this 200 wine. So what we'll do, like, let's come over here. Or I'm not going to do that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here. We're going to manage the resources. We'll leave just the 1 of wine over there. And then what we'll do is we'll stockpile this stuff, right? So at least we continue to produce it. So that should keep that process going. And that means we can, in fact, get the next tier of people, right? Okay, so now the next thing we want to do is to get the master carver in place. So if we go here, master carver, our ship has reached there. We'll go there. So what are we after? We're after wood, normal wood, hard wood, and we're after color pigment to create for us these carvings, right? And we need some master hands to do that. So where would the wood supply actually come from? The wood supply is very, very, very far away, but I think our wood supply is also probably fairly utilized. So if we went to go over here and we want to look at hardwood per se, right? So over this way, what is the trend looking like at the moment? We're producing 10, we're consuming 16, and our trend, yeah, so our trend is down. So we're not actually keeping pace with hardwood, right? We only have the one, right? Is there a fact no space left in output storage? So we can produce 8, right? Let's just try and double check that again. So if we click here, consumption is 16, production is 10.2. So we need to have 2 of them, right? That means we definitely have 2 of them. There's a way I can find it, right? So if I go here and I say, show me hardwood buildings, yeah, 2 of them, right? So if I zoom out, yeah, they're both over here. So presumably we have sufficient hardwood to not necessarily add another, because if I look at this guy, it only needs, oh, it needs 8. Wow, it needs a full one. It needs a full one for itself. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add another one, presumably, well, we'll get the pigment right over directly over here. So we'll just produce it right over here. So give me some of the kind of hardwood stuffy things. It will be this kind of food. No. What am I looking for? Drinks, ships, equipment, materials. Wow, it's an interesting one. So we're going to go with materials straight away. Presumably we can squeeze it in here somewhere. I just want to make sure we're using any of the space available to us. So if we did that, can we, sorry, I just want to leave enough space for anything else, right? Not that one, sorry, it's this one. So if I did this, oh yeah, this one can still squeeze in there if we wanted to do another. So as soon as we get over there, okay, so let's go to material, hardwood, not there, but as soon as we get there, so that should be workable. So we'll do a hardwood over here. What I will also do is we'll do some connections. We'll continue this connection around here if we can. Okay, we'll go up to about there, right? So at least we've got that going. We have this room in the future. We want to connect this up here. And then the next thing we want to be doing from all of this is a master carver, right? So we'll do the master carver. Why is this guy saying it's I don't care for that too much. This is a good spot for it right there. Master carver right here. Beautiful. We'll put the master carver in there. So that's going to happen. Right, and presumably we can then start putting the carvings in here as soon as this thing is built, right? Bring in the stuff. Okay, we'll have a bit of a look to see whether we've got master hands and everything available. Okay, beautiful. So that's happening. Master hands, and what we want to do is we want to add some of these guys in there, right? So now this guy is collecting wood from there and pigment from over there. Beautiful. That is lovely. That is lovely. Now, what we want to see, yeah, we immediately see some issues. So what's happening is satisfaction is dropping. Because of what? Because we don't have this? Of course we... Oh, the galley. The galley. The galley. Hang on. The galley needs to have stock of it, right? So that's the galley, right? Oh, the galley does have stock of it. Okay. Let's cancel this. Let's get our stock directly over here. And what I can immediately see is this is a problem. Getting up here is a problem. So what can we do to generate a little bit of an improved connection from this area here down to the galley. We need something fairly direct. So one option is for us to do, we can pretty much connect it up directly like this. Right? That's one option. I think that is probably the right thing to do, though I don't think we can connect the galley like this, can we? We can also run, the aerial lift is not required. I think that's not. But what we can potentially do is we can do this and tie the galley straight over there. Is the galley connected over here? That's kind of what I'm wondering. Can we? Yes, I guess we can connect from the galley directly over there. But we've already got something going all the way on that side, which is a little bit far away. Anyway, we will continue to mess around with this, but I think it's pretty straightforward for us to just do either that or that. If we do that, it's a little bit more flexible to go into here. Yeah, might be a little bit more flexible. So if we were to do that, right, and we click this guy now, yeah, that's way better. And then the running back is going to be obviously a little bit more problematic. But okay, so let's just see. So this guy, yeah, it can't go back though. So we will still have to do something to get up on the other side, right? So it can go all the way here and then up there, right? So I think that's not, I mean, that's pretty straightforward, right? Oh, something happened. I need to go and I need to go and check my oh, hang on. No. Let's just, oh, it's this thing. This is okay. Before we get into that, we also don't have booze. So let's see what is going on. Why do we not have booze? Did no one else need booze? Surely we have a tavern, right? So we've got a galley, and that should resolve those things, right? So that should be fine. Now this, we don't have a tavern. I think we don't have a tavern. Let's get a tavern. And where is our closest? Booze is not too far away, though. So let's just grab a tavern. That is so interesting. Can we see other taverns when we click this? No, we can't. I just want to double check one thing. Tavern. We've got a tavern on that side and a tavern on this side. So honestly, we don't have a tavern. So let's grab a tavern. Oh, we can't actually do that. So let's just grab a tavern over here. So we need to introduce a tavern. And I'm guessing the easiest place to do it, the booze and stuff is all the way out over here, connected like so. So a tavern in this spot is presumably the right thing to do. Though that does look quite red to me, right? It's not grabbing it at the right spot. So I'll zoom out. What am I doing? Can't find my spot. Get my tavern up and running in there, please, straight away. Get that sorted, guys. Get that built ASAP. Otherwise, we're going to be in trouble. 40%. Get that tavern built. 30%. Oof. I did not see this coming. Okay, get that sorted. Now, it is picking booze directly up from over that side. So we should have no problems to fix this. Get there, guys. Get back. Yeah, there we go. Booze will be there in time. Wow. That was tight. That was pretty tight. Now, excellent. There we go. Satisfaction is rising. Okay, beautiful. So that is resolved, and we should see that ship being built pretty quickly. Now, let's go over here where we've actually got something to do. Okay, gain 30 hints. Oh, we're riding a pig? I like it. We, Hungry Hog, lose 1 to 6 supplies. Okay, stop talking. I'm talking. 1 to 6 supplies. We need 30 hints, so we need a pretty big bump. Go nuts, Piggy. I don't think we can. Oh, we can do this one, in which case we prevent the damage to supplies. Let's do that one. See whether that gets us anywhere close. Okay, I guess that gets us fairly close. We will be doing this one to not lose our people, right? So let's do that one. Okay. And now we need 11 more. So, I guess it's this one, because that will at least give us 11, right? Let's just do that. Ooh. Okay, now, next step is choose carefully. I don't know what this is about. I don't know. I also don't know. What is this? Loot as much treasure as we can. So I guess, I don't know. Choose carefully. I have no idea. So we've got 2. Reduce all opponent stats by 2. I don't mind that, to be honest. Reduce. Oh, okay. Here you can do. Reduce all opponent stats by 2 to 12, depending on the dice roll. I'm going to go for this one, because I've got that, right?
Thanks to Jefferson, we sneak undetected into the local governor's house and make his riches ours.
Okay, so now we need to steal as much loot as we can, as much treasure as possible. So what we want to do is we want to gain these big numbers, right? So we can do a 5 and then we can do a 4, and we can lose supplies, which we don't really want to do. Finish the objective. That's enough. Okay, fine. I guess, I mean, there's nothing we can do to not lose the supplies, right? So I guess we're just going to go with this one, get as much loot as we can. Right now we only have the 1. So, oh, and we'll, yeah, that doesn't really matter for us. But I guess we'll just do this one. Okay, now we'll have to do an action to get more supplies. So we can fully load our supplies by doing this. I think I'm going to do that. Okay, we're going to do that. And now we can go back to doing some more of this stuff. Nice. And we can do it, yes, one more time, right? Oh, now it's going to deal some damage. We'll prevent some damage here as well. Excellent. That's not bad. It's a pretty good haul. Pretty good haul. Okay, beautiful. So sorted that out. And now it's saying do what? Go over here. What are we doing here? I guess we potentially need to stock back up. Well, we're on Freeport at the moment, so let's pop in here. We'll repair the ship for some planks. Yeah, that's okay. We don't mind that. And we'll hire some crew, some picaroons, and we should be able to cover that pretty easily. So we'll go ahead and do that later, perhaps. Now we'll move and we'll reassign over here. I think we're okay, right? We'll keep doing it.
The ship and made him an honorary shipmate. But this was a pig of many talents.
Okay, good. I like the story. Let's pop in here and see what's happening here. Our new shipping. Okay, hang on. Okay, just pause. Too many things happening. An enemy ship is approaching. We've got so many different things happening here. Outfitter, so many things. We did also get a couple of deeds that we finished. So we have a fleet of 2 ships, so we'll claim that. We built a level 4 ship, so we'll claim that. Okay.
We shall overcome.
Okay, so that's pretty good. That's growing quicker than anything else, really. These aren't too far off. Let's pop into the compass quickly, where we shall see some stuff here. This is not the greatest of housing. The Shrine of the Sea. The Shrine of the Sea buffs ships that complete events with sea legs, improving 1 random stat. Sea legs is lost on their return to pier. Paying 300 coin at the Shrine of the Sea applies sea legs to all ships. Shrine of the Sea buffs ships at that complete. Okay, so potentially that's something we want, right? The salty banner gives us some more cohesion. We've already kind of got that. And then the bootlegger produces more booze at the still. Useful, definitely useful. So I guess what we're going to do is we're going to grab this one.
No challenge is too
That
great.
seems useful. We need to unlock a little bit more to get this level 3 ship over here. And the salty banner is not something we want, right? We've already got the apothecary. Our production at the moment isn't needing any further support. Potentially then the bootlegger is the one that might be more useful as our stuff grows. So let's just grab the bootlegger then. So at least we spent that money or the points. So this guy is coming back in. We have the tower over here that should be able to defend it. I don't see that being a problem. Is it telling us we need something? Do we need what is the plan here? Yeah, I don't know. This is better than a destroyer, but it's not manned at the moment. We need to start looking at these things that they need, which we can't provide at the moment. So if we pop in here, we can quickly see. So we've unlocked some stuff. So we can build this thing. And I think we should build it to see what it actually does, right? If we pop the Shrine of the Sea, I don't want to necessarily be putting it somewhere where it's going to be in the way, right? Let's pop the Shrine of the Sea in there. We'll get it built. It's a bit costly. Then we've got some new stuff, some eye patches that we can do for Master Hands. No, Master Hand works there. It doesn't need it. And we've got a slop shop. And we've got a tanner. So a bunch of stuff that's now available to us. We also have a cider press with some fruit. And here we've got a pineapple grove. Okay, interesting. So someone needs cider. Here we've got a turtle catcher. Okay, that is interesting. We need some crabby stuff to build that. Interesting. We've got a fishing hut that will produce fish for us. And then we've got a stew kitchen that uses water and fish to produce stew, which is even a better recipe, I think, than the previous one, right? So, so we went from 16 to 35, and this one then goes up to 55. So it's just a further improvement in the stew recipe. Then if we go back over here, now we've got an outfitter that produces some clothing. Oh, outfits. Grab your slops. Raiding has no fashion police. Okay, fine. A marketplace. Okay, interesting. That's interesting. And a barber shop. Wow. Wow, we need to figure that out. I guess it's to do with the new crew, really. So we'll figure that one out. An enemy ship is on the route. Let's quickly go back to, I guess, where our ship will start this journey.
A
Let's.
powerful storm takes us by surprise.
Okay,
must
so we.
survive these hostile waters however we can.
Okay, we need.
regardless of the
Okay. Stop talking. We need to kind of survive this, so we need to prevent the damage. I guess that's the plan. I don't think there's anything else we can really do apart from doing this one, unless we wanted to do a windfall. But I guess we'll just do this one to try and limit the damage, right? A little bit of damage, a little bit of supply loss. Now we're going to lose some cargo. Can we prevent the supply loss? We can't really. So we can either do this one for next turn, or we just do the windfall. Let's just do the windfall. Now we need to survive one more. We're going to lose more supplies. I'll guess we'll just do the windfall again. Right, there we go. More treasure.
on the stormy seas. Perhaps we can now turn to Jefferson's grunts.
It's fine. Let's move on. So we need to close 4,200 to our target, which I guess is man the oars, really, because this is a good one where we can just do that. So we'll just man the oars and get out of here as quickly as we can.
Against all odds, the pig's
Oh, we've done it.
take us to safety.
Fine.
With relief should come reward.
Fearless.
That should be pretty good, actually. That should be pretty good. Kind of wondering whether we go straight into the next one. Our supplies are a little bit dwindling. But I'm not too far off on that. What is going on over here? Incoming crown attack on us? Okay, I don't think that's what we're after. Let's embark to that journey.
Jefferson is quickly becoming a beloved.
Oh, that's the crown attack on the way to us. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to catch that guy. We're going to leave that at be. Okay, let's quickly finish this one off and then we'll close that there. Food is seeming to struggle. I don't think that's true, though. Anyway, we should be able to resolve it pretty quickly. Let's quickly do this one. Okay, so there's quite a bit happening here. So we want to try and prevent that damage while gaining some hints. Not that one. I'm more concerned about this one. The alternative, though, is for us to just go straight to the full stack of hints that we may need, which we cannot do either. So at the very least, we're going to have to do at least one. So what we'll do is we'll do this one to prevent the crew damage. Now we need 20. So now we can do this one and just get it finished, right? So we'll do that one, take a bit of crew loss. Scavenge as much as possible. So we're not taking any damage. So all we're going to do is we're going to try and do the biggest amount we can. Oh, this is pretty good, actually. That does not look like a good haul. So I'd maybe think we are more inclined to continue to do the solid haul 1-1-1 at a time. Might be better for us. Now we're taking damage to the crew, right? So I guess that we're running this one instead to prevent the crew damage, right? While we continue to scavenge. Beautiful. I think that was quite useful. We didn't get a lot out of that scavenge. We're gonna go with this one again. Okay. Damage to the ship is less critical, but I guess if we do the big one proper big haul, we might do that. How much can we see what we've done? Not really. Let us try and do this one. Did not leave us with a lot. Let's do the actions here. So can we fill up on supplies? 3 crew damage. I think we'll take the ship damage for 14 supplies. No, we'll do this one. Do that one, take the full-on supplies there. And then we will try and prevent more crew damage like this. Wow, it's a slow burn. It's a very slow burn. Shall we try and do this one instead? Treasure as per the dice roll. That's fine. Let's do this one. Wow, it's painful. Now we've got 2 die. Oh, no, we don't. We're going to go with this one again. Okay, that's a bit better. Wow, we're not quite as good as we thought we were. I think we're just going to go with this one yet again. Beautiful. Finished it off.
Turns out this little piggy's abilities are... As we gather supplies before returning to our ship, we discovered Jefferson's growing reputation comes with a heavy price.
Okay, we're gonna go back to Embark here and get our stuff stocked up before we go on to that one. We're a little bit low to try and take that one on. We need to spend some stuff to make some stuff. And I will leave us there, guys. So I'm gonna pause the game here and end the episode. Again, we're starting to see more classes of people and just redoing the same thing again. I think here is potentially where we're starting to see a little bit more of the repetitive stuff and where we're having to lean more heavily into the events to keep the game fun. And I wonder then if it is really classed a city builder or not, right? And I guess that's where we're finding ourselves now. This thing is still under construction. So I guess, yes, there's some logistical challenges that might be interesting to navigate. But the fact that, and we will continue to play at least another few episodes to see how, if we get the new ship up and running, right, what does that mean for us in terms of, the logistics change and stuff that we need? But it doesn't feel like a city builder to me. It doesn't feel like we're growing an economy. Yes, we've got an economy of goods, but we're only doing it to sustain, different classes of like like sailors and stuff, and I don't really see the reason for doing that apart from getting bigger ships to go and do events. So I'm not sure if the events is actually driving me to build the economy. So if you know what I mean. So that's the piece where I'm a little wondering, because the city builder itself seems to be almost secondary to the ocean faring and the events now, and the events themselves are fairly repetitive. I'm not following the story all that much. So I guess that's where it's starting to become a little bit. Initially, it was super unique. I liked it, and I do like the mechanics of it, but it's starting to become a little bit interesting as to whether it will really stand the test of time for me as a city builder, or at least a colony builder, or at least that economic simulator, because the economics of it is not all that beneficial. I mean, we're not setting up trade. If we were properly trading the Caribbean, creating goods that we were trading with other pirates, and we could choose whether we're dealing in smuggled items versus legitimate goods and stuff like that, that would be a much more interesting thing, I think, for me. Here it's all too kind of, you have to do all of this so that you can actually get the bigger ship, so that you can continue to do the events. That's all very samey if you're not actively following the story. So I guess that's where it is. We'll give it a bit of a go. We'll do a couple more episodes so that we can run the bigger ship and see whether things get a little bit more interesting that way. But yeah, for the most part, I'm not. It's taking a bit of a turn as you get into it. It's taking a little bit of a turn. Initially, it's quite fun and interesting, but it's not got enough freedom. And I kind of associate freedom, city builders and colony builders and kind of simulators like this with the freedom to kind of choose your own path to victory, not have it scripted out for you. And this feels a little bit scripted. Okay, anyway, we'll leave it there. We'll come back for the next one, and I will see you in that one. If you've enjoyed it, as always, hit that like button. See you next time. Bye bye.